Hey everybody, Darren here from the Single Dad Zone. So, I just finished a killer workout. It's from a Little Obsessed. It was called Triple A. And in the workout, you kind of do eccentric, slow movements. And oh my God, it was burning. So I got a kind of a funny story. I did a boot camp workout today, and I was at Gold's Gym, and I was getting ready, and I was sitting on the bench, and all the lockers were in front of me. And the guy next to me had his locker open. I bent over, I was tying my boot, and I sat up and I banged my head. I think I almost knocked myself out. So I have a nice little bruise here. So what I'm doing for my Single Dad Zone, I'm starting a new series. It's going to be Single Dad Zone A to Z. So a different letter every week. And like I said, I'm going to do a blog post, one a week for the entire 2018. So it's going to be 52 blog posts. This is the second week of 2018. It's the second blog post. I'm still on target, keeping with my goals. So what we're going to talk about today is the most incredible, innate nature of a human being is your ability to adapt. It really separates us from all the other creatures in the world, is our ability to adapt. And you're going to see it quickly and easily with physical change. So you work out for about 2 weeks or so, change your diet, and all of a sudden you start to lose weight, you start to get a little muscle. So your body is adapting to the physical pressures and the physical changes that you're making. The other amazing thing is, when you see something that's not going right, or you make a mistake, or you think you can do something better, you can adapt to the circumstances. A good example is, I've been doing Facebook Lives on my Single Dad Zone page, and nobody comes. I've got nobody that comes to check out my Single Dad Zone lives. So I decided I'm going to do it on my actual, regular Facebook feed. And I can already see there's a few people here checking it out, which I appreciate. But one of the hardest adaptations that we have to do is adapting to emotional change. And emotional change is just like the physical change. When you do a really hard workout, push and you feel exhausted, and you just feel like you can't go any further, and then over time your body adapts to the stressors that it's put on you. Well, emotionally it's the same thing. When I was left with my 2 kids, and my life was just in complete turmoil, I can't even describe how difficult things were at the time. But over the course of time, I adapted to the circumstances. I adapted emotionally. I came to accept it, and I think now my relationship with my kids is 100 times better than it was before. And every aspect of my life, I adapted. And that's really the lesson here, is that you have an incredible ability to adapt to anything, whether it's physical or emotional. And that's the greatest feature of being a human being, is that ability to adapt. And I'm still, you're learning and you're adapting, and it just goes on. It's a lifelong journey where you're always adapting to different circumstances, whether it's a physical change or an emotional change. You learn how to adapt, and it's just amazing. And that's why I'm starting A with your ability to adapt. And we're going to keep this going. Next week we're going to go to B and C, and it's going to go all the way through Z. So that's about 26 weeks worth of blog posts. So I'm also going to do a blog post about this, and you'll see, you'll be able to read this on the blog post. But I appreciate everybody for dropping by. Hey Jacob, thanks. Michael, I appreciate everybody checking it out. So adapt. That's what we need to do. The quicker we adapt, the quicker that our quality of life goes up, the quicker that we feel better about ourselves. We just need to adapt to whatever circumstances are thrown at us. Anyway, I'll see you guys next week, week 3.